War is terrifying, war is horrifying, and what's more, the sounds of war are truly unsettling. And Battlefield 5 manages to capture all of these emotions using just its audio. It gives the players the smallest insight into what life on the battlefield might have been like in World War II. DICE's attention to detail is unmatched when it comes to audio design. Whether it's the vehicles, weaponry, or the callouts, every sound in Battlefield 5 works to bring the experience to life. Here are some of our favorite sounds from DICE's latest entry into the beloved franchise. Imagine you're in the heat of battle and you hear a whirring engine in the distance. It begins getting louder and louder as it approaches your position, and then suddenly, silence. This is possibly the most terrifying sound in Battlefield 5. Not the whirring, but the deafening silence of nothingness. Because the silence is what happens before the explosion. The V-1 rocket was a marvel in the Second World War, wreaking havoc on London without risk to the German shoulders manning the aircraft. In Battlefield 5, the sound of this self-guided rocket has been lovingly recreated to instill fear into the hearts of all players. After the silence comes the teeth-shattering explosion. For those players lucky enough to be further away, the flash of fire will occur first, and then a fraction of a second later, an ear-splitting boom will wash over the battlefield. Pick a sound a plane is likely to make in war. Whether you know its name or not, you've probably picked the banshee-like scream of the Stuka. The Junkers Ju-87 was a German dive bomber that excelled at one thing: destruction. However, it's not the destruction that the Stuka is known for. It's the piercing screech as the plane nosedives towards the ground. There are few sounds in Battlefield 5 that will send a player scrambling for cover like the anguished howl of the Stuka diving in for a bombing run. Difficult to learn and even tougher to master, Morse code has been around for as long as there have been wars. In Battlefield 5, whenever the player sends out a squad order, the communication will be sent out using Morse code.
The objective, capture it!
It might be a little detail in Battlefield 5, but it's the little audio details we love. It wouldn't be a Battlefield game without the best and most detailed weapons in gaming. No other game comes quite as close to DICE when it comes to staying true to the source material, especially when weapons are concerned. No matter what class you opt for in Battlefield 5, the weapons you'll be using sound just as they did 70 years ago. The STG-44 has a rapid fire power behind it, while the MP40 sounds like it's spitting out more lead than it knows what to do with. Then there's the powerhouse that is the Bren gun. Hearing this gun slamming out rounds across the battlefield will make any player question the strength of the wall they're hiding behind. Players who like to score headshots across the map aren't left behind, as the sniper rifles in Battlefield 5 sound just as ferocious. The Kar98K, although it lacks some of the finesse of other sniper rifles, is one of the most pleasant weapons to use. The sliding of the bolt through the mechanism and the reverberating sound of the bullet are glorious to hear, unless you're on the wrong side of the rifle. Battlefield 5 ups the ante of what players should expect from their historical shooters, as the sound design is some of the best in recent years. Though it can get a bit hectic during the heat of battle, take a moment to listen to the love and dedication DICE has poured into making every sound so real and true to history.